Hi everyone, it's me, Carrie. So I'm still in Florida, but I wanted to make a video talking about something that you guys have probably already seen on the internet. It's called DALLE-2, and it's basically an AI that was created by the company OpenAI that takes in text, like user input, and outputs an aesthetically pleasing image of what it thinks that text should look like. So in this example, the user typed in an astronaut riding a horse in a photorealistic style, and DALL-2 outputted this. I mean, like this picture did not come from the real world. It didn't come from humans. It just came from like the AI, like from the ether. It's so impressive. So this is leagues above anything that the field of artificial intelligence has been able to do. So I'm so impressed. I don't know how the computer programmers were able to figure this all out. But the point of this video is to look at the crossroads of BFDI and DALL-E, and we've got them here. Because I'm on the the DALL-E 2 waitlist, haven't been able to get off for 2 months, but luckily the BFDI fans out there have been doing the hard work for me. So I do want to credit to the people who actually did it. This one was submitted by u/Bella45543219006. And this is with Dalle-mini, and they inputted the phrase BFDIA. And I think this is so interesting because this tells us what the AI thinks the generic BFDI character looks like. We have, what is this, like a soybean or like a pea with like little nubs for limbs? Like these are not BFDI style limbs, but I appreciate the effort. And this clearly looks like cloudy. I think the one that looks the most like BFDI characters is this middle right one. We have like a green ice cube on the left, and because they've got 2 legs and no arms. And on the right, I would guess that this is yellow eraser. I don't know, like because it's like kind of leaned back. But then this one has like 9 with, I don't know. The faces are always messed up. I think faces are surprisingly hard for AIs to generate correctly. But on the middle left, there's like 3 characters at once. I would guess they are vertical spongy. So these are all like variations of characters. Horrifying coiny because the face is all messed up. And then on the left, what is that? I don't know. It's like a mint green Kirby. That's my guess. And then in the bottom left, this is like a pretty good face, I would say. Well, not really, but it's like the thickness is consistent, so that's quite interesting. So thank you, Bella, for doing this, and let's look through a few more. Oh, actually, there's more images just in this album. Oh, these look a lot better. Like we clearly have gelatin and acid teardrop, bracelety and pillow, tree, orange gelatin. Yeah, so like they got better here. This is BFB. See, the first one is BFDIA. I'm willing to bet there's a lot more data for BFB just because there are more BFB episodes. And the more data that artificial intelligences have, the better they can replicate it. And this one in the like upper middle has like 5 limbs. See, two legs and 3 arms. Yeah, so that's interesting. What's the last one? Oh, this is just BFDI. See, this one's even better because I think BFDI is just a general catchphrase for everything. We have the classic BFDI mouth, like with the teeth on top. No tongue, but that's okay. Actually, the mouth shows up like 4 times here. And these are all like tennis ball, but with both arms and without that white line through the middle. But we also have like Mountain Dew colored ruby. Oh, you know, it's like the that show. It's like there's some object show that was posted to a channel called The Graveyard of YouTube, and it has like 1 million views, and it has like a yellow-green ruby as the host. I forget what it's called, but that's what this reminds me of. We also have Cloudy looking scared at someone on the left. So this is all very cool to look at. Let's see what the comments say. It looks adorable, not gonna lie. I know. I once put George Bush in BFDI and Dalle-mini. Interesting. But yeah, I think this is really cool and teaches us a little bit about, you know, like the whole data set of BFDI images. We clearly have a lot of tennis ball being posted. We have a lot of blue backgrounds and white backgrounds being posted. And yeah, let's just move on to the next image. What is this? BFDI cake. That just looks like a real cake, but with vaguely BFDI colors on the side. This one is posted by Hugging Face. Dalle-mini. This is also on Hugging. What is Hugging Face? I've never heard of Hugging. BFDI Peely by Trap Inch 54. These look like banana. Peely from Fortnite, that's who it is. Peely from Fortnite became a character on the web series BFDI. Oh, so it's taking a character from a different franchise or fictional universe and like planting it in this one. So actually, is Peely the banana? It has to be the banana. Like the name just yeah. I've seen Peely. I just didn't know that Peely was their name. I think it did a pretty good job. I would say the middle one is probably the best just because it's got that like grinning teeth smile. See, the one on the top could be BFDI, but it could also be, I don't know, some painting by like a modern artist. I don't really know. And then the bottom one is just kind of weird. So I'm going to vote for the middle one if that's what we're doing. So thank you, Trap Inch, for doing this. Oh, whoa. Why are they all being posted to Hugging Face? I've never heard of this website before. So Yuepu20 use Craiyon. So Craiyon is like another tool that's just like DALL-E. It's Fiery from BFDI shooting Coiny. So okay, shooting meaning camera. We're gonna assume camera. Fiery is just taking footage of Coiny. And I think this is actually the best quality I've seen so far because I guess Fiery is a very specific character. And in order to nail Fiery, you have to get the pointed tips. And they got that. Like, what's even more impressive is that most of them have exactly 4 tips, which is like the number of tips Fiery should have. Some of them have 5, so this is like extra tipped Fiery. But like the expression on this one, the upper left, is like really accurate to how I would draw it on a piece of paper. He's got the eyebrows, like he's a little worried, and then his mouth is like, uh-oh. And the other ones kind of mess up the face a little more, but still, as I keep scrolling through them, it seems to be getting better and better. I do wonder why the backgrounds are always white, though, because I feel like most of the times you see screenshots of Fiery, he's on that bright green grass or something like that. But either way, I'm still impressed. And this one in the bottom middle is like single-colored Fiery. So that is very fun. What's this one? This one I noticed earlier because of the horrifying bubble mouth. So this is posted by X8883. So thank you, X8883, for this image. And this is just BFDI and Dalle-mini. So this image in the middle top with bubble with the like heart-shaped mouth is like both like terrifying but also like really funny because I don't know, you're just like seeing a lot of teeth, a lot of tongue. Oh my god, I'm in an Airbnb by myself, but the door just made a noise. Maybe I'm making... okay, I'll continue the video. I'm just gonna pretend like nothing happened. Okay, I'll wrap up the video quickly. There's like a pointed tip on the top of Bubble's mouth, and like that means that like there's sharpness on Bubble, so you'd expect her to pop, but she doesn't. We have simpler Bubble on the left middle. We have 2 tennis balls that are kind of hugging. I'm not really sure. Leafy and Blocky. Winner, I think this is like, you could call this Winner, but with a classic style limb, because their hand coming from the top, if you were to turn it classic style, it would look like this. And then this one in the lower left is definitely golf ball and tennis ball. Like, who else could it be? But they both have one arm, so like they're halfway between the real selves and like a normal character with all limbs. And then we have like metal ball, like the metallic version of Bubble, and then the acid version of Bubble. And in both of them, they have like way too many limbs. And this one, they have 5 limbs, which is 1 too many. And then this one, the lower right, they have 6 limbs, which is like 2 too many. I don't know why it's putting so many limbs there. Yeah, but I just love this picture of Bubble. I want to see someone use this terrifying heart-shaped mouth Bubble as their profile picture. That would be so cool. Like, yeah, maybe I'll use it. I don't know. No, I don't think I will, because, yeah. But someone else gotta. Okay, no comments on this. That's interesting, because it's such a good post. And then the last one we have is Dalle-mini on BFDI. There's a few more. I guess it goes on forever, but this video can't go on forever. So this one was posted also by, this is the same one, by Bella. So Bella, you showed up twice in the Google search results, which is quite cool. I see like AirPods and smooth golf ball and red gelatin, but the one that caught my eye was this one, because it's BFDI Fiery Plush, created by Ms. Bonnie Art. Oh, I know that like they've worked with ObjectCon, so that's quite cool. And yeah, I've talked with them. Anyway, this one I liked the most because on all the previous DALL-E creations, it was flat BFDI artwork. But a fiery plush is three-dimensional. So you get like shading, you get depth perception, you've got like just the 3D fiery plush shape. And I think I'm actually pretty impressed with these. Again, the faces are kind of weird, but like in these, we actually kind of get the right number. No, we do not get the right number of limbs. I was looking at the first one that kind of had my hopes up. This one that's kind of like middle left actually looks like a real expression that might show up in a BFB episode. But these two on the ones on the right all have the wrong number of limbs. We got 3 limbs, 5 limbs, and 5 limbs, I think. But like, I just enjoy how plush they look. You know, they look like they're soft and bulbous. You can really sense the texture of them. Oh, look at the one in the bottom middle. It's like angry, but kind of like with a weird mouth, like crunched to the side a little bit. But he's like angry at the same time. It's very interesting. And then yeah, okay, the lower right's face is the most weird. Maybe okay, you know how Sonic has fused eyes? I don't know if I should be... Okay, these are all fine, but like in classic Sonic, the eyes are fused together and it's just one white section connecting both of them. That's sort of what the lower right fiery plush is reminding me of, because we do still have 2 eyes, one open and one closed, but they're sort of connected through this single white visor, I guess. So yeah. I just love it. This one in the upper middle is just so wide compared to its height, and has like 3 legs. But he's just smiling so big. He's just like a little munchkin. I love that so much. Anyway, I'm sure there's more if I keep scrolling down, but I think that covers the gist of what AI is able to produce in the BFDI world. So AI is advancing really quickly, and there is a quite nuanced discussion about what that means for the future of art and content creation, because like we probably don't want AIs replacing everything that we do for entertainment. Like AI created movies. Well, okay, some people might like that, but some people might not. It's, you know, there's different opinions out there. But what I can say from seeing Dalle-mini and BFDI is that AI generated BFDI characters are a long way off. Because when I see these characters, I'm like, these are kind of cursed. This is not what I would want to see in my Jack and Jellyfy animation videos, right? Like, I don't want nightmares. I want normal looking characters. But, you know, maybe like 1 out of 10 times the AI nails it. But the other 9 out of 10 times, it's just not good enough. It's just too many limbs, weird mouths, weird eyes. So anyway, yeah, isn't this all so interesting? Like, yeah, I find it fascinating. I mean, I have a YouTube channel that's like 50% AI content. But anyway, thank you for watching. Oh, by the way, if you're curious about the Artemis 1 launch I was talking about in my last Humanity video, it got scrubbed, which means that they decided not to launch it on the day that was scheduled, which was August 29th. They were worried that an engine was not cooled to the right temperature, so they decided, let's not launch it today. They're going to instead launch it on September 3rd, which is Saturday. And I'm planning on sticking around in Florida near the Kennedy Space Center while that happens. But yeah, that's what's happening in the real world. Anyway, this video is over. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.